You know I'm back, like I never left. Another sprint, another step, another day, another breath. Been chasing dreams, but I never slept. I got a new attitude and a lease on life is a peace of mind. Seeking to find I can sleep when I die. Want a piece of the pie, got the keys to the ride and shit. I'm straight. I'm on my way. Get up my way. I'm running late. What can I say? I heard you died twice. Once when they bury you in the grave, and the second time is the last time that somebody mentions your name. So when I leave here on this earth, did I take more than I gave? Did I look out for the people, or did I do it all for fame? Legend is Exodus, searching for euphoria, trudging through the mud to find the present, no ignoring. I got 20,000 deep up in the street like we some warriors. My mama told me never bow your head. Whoa.
I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this. It's who I am, how could I forget? I made it through the darkest part of the night, and now I see the sunrise. Now I feel glorious, glorious. I feel glorious, glorious.
I'm feeling glorious. The crib looking Victorian. Oh yes it is. You know that we've been going it since we hopped out that DeLorean. Yeah, we went on guard. Things are just things. They don't make you who you
Inside my bones, it goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body.
So, how do you feel the leadership retreat in North Carolina has changed you?
So I think it changed my perspective of where I can apply to med school. Since my family originally wanted me to stay in New Jersey, I was going to stay, but now I feel like I actually have the requirements to actually try prestigious schools and leave New Jersey and venture out on my own as an adult.
And which of the 3 medical schools we visited did you like the most, and why?
So I liked Wake Forest the most after a lot of thought because it seemed the most technologically advanced, and it seemed like for a place like me, since it has a lot of support and it separates the M1s and the M2s kind of from everyone else. And yeah.
Do you think you made some good friendships and good bonds with the medical schools here and the medical school students?
I think definitely the one at Duke, talking to her, since we're kind of her alma mater, I think we definitely have a good connection with her. And then talking with the other like minority-based groups at these med schools kind of give us a connection and kind of like a step in to have a family already.
Who do you have to thank for this opportunity?
So I would say I have to thank Mr. Owen, Dean Whitney, and Miss Graham, since we were the ones all talking.
Any final comments, words of wisdom, advice?
I would say don't be shy to explore new things, and if Mr. Owen, Dean Whitney yell at you to do something and leave New Jersey, you should definitely do it.
Thank you. How do you feel that this leadership retreat has benefited the students at Seton Hall?
Well, thank you for asking that question, Andre. I think that this leadership retreat has definitely helped the students gain a different perspective, and just being able to expose the students to this type of environment is something that Dean Whitney, Miss Graham, and I are extremely proud of, and we look forward to continuing this tradition and watching you guys flourish and achieve your dreams of becoming doctors, dentists, in the medical, dental field, or whatever it may be. Dean Whitney came up with this idea, and we just kind of ran with it. It was a great opportunity. Being able to show the College of Arts and Sciences what we're able to do, and seeing our students really get exposed to different elements of whether it's society or academics is one of our top goals.
Did you expect the medical schools to be as open and as nice as they were?
Absolutely. I think one of the things that we really took into account when picking a different location, we had a student named Andre Darwich who attended MED at UNC, and that was something, he kind of opened the door for us, and he represented Seton Hall to his best of his capabilities, and he left a lasting impression there. We also have a former alum at Duke, the soon-to-be Dr. Kirsten Simmons. She was wonderful throughout this entire process. Miss Graham worked with her. And then Wake Forest, We wanted to attend 3 schools. And when I reached out to Wake Forest Medical School, they were very accommodating. And Dr. Hicks, who is now their new Dean for Diversity and Inclusion, she was very opening, and Dr. Latham Sadler from Wake Forest as well. We look forward on building these relationships and getting our name out there.
Thank you. So, Mike, what was your favorite medical school and why?
So, what's up, Andre? My favorite medical school here out in North Carolina has been Duke. I loved it because of the way they have the curriculum and the actual family vibe that I've gotten.
Did you gain anything from experiencing it, from going and walking and touring?
Yes. So I actually gained a lot of knowledge on how different medical schools work in different areas. So back in New Jersey, they have 2-year medical school. Duke has 1 year. So it's a lot of different experiences and different curriculum that are available here at UNC and Duke and Wake Forest.
Do you feel that visiting it, having the chance to experiencing, will shape your decision on where to apply, or just it's a nice experience to go out?
Yeah, so it's actually has shaped my experience. Before going on this trip, I kind of wanted to stay in New Jersey, but now after visiting UNC, I'm more open-minded towards going out of state.
Good afternoon, Ms. Graham.
Good afternoon.
Can you start off by telling me how you feel that this leadership retreat has benefited the students here at Pre-Medical Pre-Dental Plus?
Oh, I thought that it was really enlightening for the students to get perspectives of different medical schools and how things are done at different places. I think a lot of them benefited from the experience of other students and hearing students give their perspective on their medical school journey. And I feel that in that way it was very enlightening to just hear the different perspectives, see how different medical schools participate in the medical school training, and be able to see themselves in those kind of venues.
Can you see that this trip has allowed students to venture out and explore more medical schools as opposed to if they had to stay in New Jersey?
Yes, I definitely think that it opened up their perspective for outside of New Jersey. Not that they wouldn't also apply in New Jersey, because some of them, they want to also are interested in improving their state, but they also have the perspective that in addition to doing that, they can now venture out and see some opportunities that they may not have thought about in the past. And now that once you expand your horizons, you know what's also available for you.
What was your favorite part of the whole trip?
My favorite part was mostly listening to the stories of the students in the different places about how they got to their medical school journey, and their perceptions about their medical school experience. Just hearing their stories was just the best opportunity that students could have, and also seeing how different schools produce that training and the opportunities for learning. You just put that all together and made it an outstanding experience.
So Ricardo, have you ever experienced anything like this?
To be fairly honest with you, Andre, this is my first time going out of state without my family. Every time I've gone I haven't gone out of state. I've stayed in New Jersey whenever I left my family, so this was very a unique experience, to say the least.
What was so special about it?
So to begin with, I haven't experienced anything like this. So visiting other medical schools as large as Duke, UNC, Wake Forest, these are names that you hear all across the country. So to be in a fortunate enough position to experience and visit, have tours, visit the classrooms, know what the environment is like, it was amazing.
Do you feel that the Pre-Medical Pre-Dental Plus program has prepared you for this?
Most definitely. We've been talking about this trip for a while now. Much information has been given. And overall, they were always there with us throughout the whole trip. Everything was very organized. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
What was the best part of the whole trip?
Personally, I would have to say the best part would have to be at Duke University. The tour at Duke University was just amazing. The campus, everything, the environment, this town itself, and then the hands-on experience that they provided us at Duke using the mannequins, the Da Vinci machine. It was just amazing.
Do you think that being here and going to medical school at this part of the application cycle, do you feel like it gives you a push to apply to these medical schools?
Most definitely. If it wasn't for this trip, I wouldn't be thinking about out of state for any medical schools. I would have just stayed local, New Jersey, applied, Robert Wood Johnson, Rowan, Seton Hall Medical School, but definitely Duke, UNC, Wake, they would have never crossed my mind.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Casey, do you feel that the Pre-Medical Pre-Dental Plus program has given you an opportunity to explore dental schools down here in North Carolina?
Yes, definitely this program has gave me the opportunity to not only look at dental schools, but also give me also experience in the medical field, which is also something that anybody could consider down the road.
Would you ever consider applying down here in North Carolina or out of New Jersey if you had not gone to this program or gone on this trip with us?
No, if I didn't come on this retreat, I feel like I probably would have just stayed local, just because family and it's just closer to New Jersey or somewhere around New Jersey. I never really considered the South or North Carolina as my options.
Is there anything in particular on this trip that has changed your mind, has made you open up more, or just given you a sense of there's more out there?
Yes, just talking to people down here and just getting more of a sense of what's out there instead of just local, and what I've seen just around New Jersey has gave me the opportunity to look outside the box and kind of just really consider my options and really know that there is way more out of New Jersey.
Good afternoon, Dean Whitney.
Good afternoon.
I'm going to start by asking, how do you feel that the leadership retreat at North Carolina has benefited the students at Pre-Medical Pre-Dental Plus?
I feel that the trip was beneficial in so many ways. It's been a dream of mine for the last few years to just trying to finally be able to organize something like this, because I'm all about exposure. It's been said that life begins where your comfort zone ends, and I really stress the students not just establishing those boundaries where they step out of their comfort zone, but really expanding their comfort zone. And I think we're all limited by our imagination. If students see what's possible, then it seems like something that's achievable. And I think that this trip did just that. It forced students to challenge their own paradigms and really look beyond what's right in front of them.
How do you feel that the students' perspectives have changed when coming in contact with medical schools as opposed to seeing them online?
I think you can't replace seeing something physically being there, because you get to get a sense of what it's going to be like to live there, to create a home away from home. You get to see the supports. You get to interact with people and hear testimonies of how they've been able to achieve great things, surpass their own expectations, and smell the air, to see what the environment is like, to see what the culture is like. Nothing replaces that. It's good to see what something may offer on the computer, but I think to see it in front of you, to know how you would feel, to get an idea of your place there, is you can't put a price tag on that.
Now, aside from the medical schools, do you feel that the students together in relationship to each other and with their advisors grew, got closer?
I think so. I think we already have a group that's pretty tight-knit, but I think anytime you're in a van on highways with a lot of different personalities and just sharing stories and sharing meals and just being in a space where camaraderie is just built, I just think it strengthens the connections.
Thank you, Dean Whitney. Thank you, Mr. O. And thank you, Ms. Graham, for this wonderful opportunity we all have experienced.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.